Hi and welcome. Today we are going to Nelson Ghost Town. Nelson is about 25 miles from Las Vegas. I lived in Vegas for 10 years. This is one of those places that I used to love to take people. My photographer friends especially loved it. My friend G.W. Burns has shot out there a bunch. My friend Judy Host shoots out there, and my friend Eddie Tapp loves to go out to Nelson. This site was one of the largest booms Nevada had ever had. This area was rich in gold and silver and lead. Nelson has long ago been stripped of its precious metals, and unfortunately it was located just downstream of El Dorado Canyon. And being located just downstream from that canyon made it nearly impossible to live here because of flash flooding. What remains here is far above the floodplain, and basically it's a few old ranch houses, some old mining equipment. I hope you enjoy the tour. Enjoy walking around here with me. If you're in Vegas and you get a chance to come out to Nelson, you won't regret it. It's fascinating. What you're going to see when you first pull up is the remnants of an old Texaco station. And then when you look around, I'm just in awe at everything they've collected here, from the old rusted out cars, the barns, the tattered buildings. Like, you never know what you're gonna see when you come out here. When you first arrive at Nelson, you go into the office and check in. They charge, I think it's $15 an hour for professional photographers and videographers to be out there. But if you're just walking around with your cell phone and you want to take a few pictures, I think they charge $2. And that's their main stream of revenue, is the money that they charge for people coming out there to take photos. So I love going out here. I love supporting them. I think it's such a neat place. When you check into the office, they show you a couple of photos of people who've accidentally got into the Cholla cactus plants. Now, they call these jumping Chollas. It's not that they actually jump, but just slightly brushing up against one, that cactus will attach itself to you. And I had no idea how awful this would be until my friend Larry got into one. He had posted some of the footage on Facebook of him trying to get this cactus out of his leg. And this is a 6.5 minute video of him trying to remove this cactus. I'm gonna show you just a little bit of it. This cactus doesn't have just straight spines that stick into you. The spines have little barbs in them, like a little fish hook. And apparently they're one of the most painful cactuses to get out of your skin once it's attached itself to you. I'm going to show you just 30 seconds of Larry trying to dig this cactus out of his leg. And I think I'm going to do another video talking about this cactus, but having the full 6 minutes of him trying to get this cactus out. It's like watching a train wreck. Like, you can bear it, like you're going, oh my God, ah, ew, ow. And then at the same time, you can't stop watching. Poor Larry, he was just trying to enjoy his lunch, and then it turned into this.
All right, I gotta get this thing out of me. God! I can't get it out of my hand now. Not quite how to spend a relaxing lunch.
When I was out there, the woman behind the front desk was telling me that someone had driven a four-wheeler into one of these jumping Cholla fields, basically. I cannot imagine. Like, I have such a low pain tolerance, I would pass out. You'd have to take me to the hospital to get those things out of me. Now, I love taking photos of these jumping Cholla cactus. I love the way the light hits them, but I make sure I stay way back from them. Now, for me, I love coming out here and looking at these old vintage cars. I love how weathered they are. I love how colorful they are. It is a photographer's paradise out here. things that I love about walking around here is these old modified buses and campers and vans and that sort of thing. Like, I just imagine the ingenuity that someone took to build this structure, and that they probably either lived in it or camped in it or had big adventures in it. And now Nelson has become its like final resting place or its monument to its existence. It's so cool to come out here and walk around. I am so fascinated to see what people have done with these things. When I was out here walking around, I heard something like scampering around through some of the junk, and I started looking for it, and then suddenly I saw this, I guess it's a mouse, but I don't know if something happened to its tail. Like, I don't know what's going on with this little guy. He started running toward me, and I'm like, no, don't come this way. But I'm looking at him, is this a mouse? And like, what the heck happened to his tail? If it isn't a mouse and it's something else, leave me a note in the comments and tell me what this little critter was. One of the things you'll see is a small aircraft. It looks like it was buried nose down into the sand. Now, you might recognize this aircraft. It's been in a movie. It was in the 2001 movie, 3,000 Miles to Graceland. Thank you so much for my comments on my Q&A video. Apparently, the hat that I got to keep my head warm was quite the hit. So I'm gonna leave that same closing at the end of this video because honestly, I can't do any better than that right now. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I appreciate you being here. You should really get yourself one of these hats. And as always, remember, if you keep watching, I'll keep posting content.